What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profile. So we're focusing on Dylan Strome of the Erie Otters. His brother Ryan is a New York Islander, is arguably the top prospect in the New York Islanders system. Was drafted in 2011, and really I think there's a lot to make the Islanders next season. He was a 5th overall pick in 2011. I thought he was like the 10th, but obviously my memory ain't as good as it used to be. But going on to Dylan, because that's what this piece is about. Similar build to the brother. I think Ryan's 6'1", Dylan's 6'2". I think Dylan Strome could match out at being 6'3", 210, 215. Good big center that you like to have. Playing for the Erie Otters last year as an OHL rookie, had 39 points in 60 games on a very good Erie team, really upstart Otters team. That guy McDavid, he's okay at hockey. He's all right at producing offensively. Between Fox and Brown, they had some really good offensive point producers, and I think next year Erie will be one of the favorites, or subsequent season will be one of the favorites in the OHL. Between Strome, I think will take leaps and bounds, will improve leaps and bounds, and McDavid, who's just really, really, really good. I think the improvements will be there to the point where they will, challenge for a spot in the Memorial Cup. Not penciling them into anything, but I think they have a shot. I like Dylan's game. He's a good two-way player. He's good. He produces offensively. Again, last year I think it was more of an adjustment period. That's fine. That's nothing to lose sleep over in terms of offensive productivity. He didn't average a point a game as a 16-year-old. Oh, well, tough shit. It's what happens. He'll be fine next year. I look for him to have, 60 to 70, 80 points. I'd say all-rounder 66.5 points for him next year. I think that'll be a good year for him. And, I think his defensive game's coming around. He's got great on the ice vision, great hockey IQ, and I think he will be a guy you're going to be hearing about for a long time. And I really, really like his game. I think he plays a real mature game. His numbers with the Toronto Marlies in his last year of midget hockey, 143 points in 60 games. Pretty good. Doesn't take a lot of penalty minutes, which is, people talk about PIMS and tenacity. This idiot does, but. If you're not putting your team at a disadvantage by, taking foolish penalties, kind of like former Erie Otter Ryan O'Reilly in that regard. I'm not comparing them as players, just saying they're not taking stupid penalties, putting you at a disadvantage. Actually, in O'Reilly's case, he doesn't take penalties at all. Just pretty cool. And to see the plus 17 there, for an OHL rookie, there's going to be, adjustments defensively, but I think he's going to be in good shape. I look for him to be top 10 pick next year. Could he slip into the top 5? I said the same thing with Zaka. Yeah, he could. But right now, I think a good, safe top 10 pick. I think he's going to be a guy you hear about for a long time, and I think he's going to be turning heads. And he was a high pick in the OHL draft. I think he went number 2 to Erie in the OHL draft last year. And we'll see what the next step is for him. But I'm excited to see the improvements he makes, and what kind of expanded moves he adds to his repertoire. He's got some really good skill. He's a good skater, and just really, I think he's got it. Once he puts it all together, he will be an effective top 6 forward in the National Hockey League for a long time. Anyway, that's our episode of the Power Play with CJ on Dylan Strome of the Erie Otters. Stay tuned for episodes of the off season and beyond. Later, guys.